2 weeks and then literally 2 minutes before. Oh, guess who got here?
You should have come back. Hi, everyone. Hello. I see all of you found our new time slot. Hi, how's everyone doing? Hey, Tara.
Hi.
Hi. We are going to start seated today. I want to do a little bit of a knee articulation just to promote knee health. My knees have been hurting and I found this cool little trick. We'll go into it in a moment, but that's how we're going to start. Does anyone have any other requests today for Monday night yoga? No? Okay. Alrighty. All right. So dealer's choice, and I am the dealer. Thanks, Ed, for laughing. I appreciate that. You get extra points. Let's find a comfortable seat. All right. So sitting on the shins or ankles crossed. Shoulders back. Sit tall. Close the eyes. Begin to breathe in through the nose, out through the nose. Hi, Darlene. So glad you're here. Again, allow that breath to draw right down into the root so that you feel not only you are a part of the earth as you grow into the earth, but that you're also being elevated and lifted up. Bring hands to heart center. Setting an intention for your practice. Inhale, lift the heart to it. Exhale, bow the head to it. Honoring that intention. Next, inhale, chin lifts, eyes open. The first part is going to be a little bit technical, so we're just warming up, so you might not have as much of a range of motion. I'll join Gianna in on this. Take a little peek at the screen. We're going to start with the right leg. Roll onto your seat, come onto your seat. Bend the left leg. Just softly let it drop down towards the earth. I don't know if you can see me. There we go. That should help. So now you're going to take the right arm underneath the right knee. Grab onto the left bicep. Left hand then grabs onto the right shoulder. Now you're going to lift up. I want a nice flat back. Flex the foot. Active dorsiflexion, creating that letter L with the foot. Pull the toes back towards the nose and now clamp down onto your right shin. Chest is broad. Hold here. Pull up a little bit more. You might find a little sensation through the hamstring. That's fine. You're using your left arm as the anchor for your right hand. Now extend the leg forward. Rotate the toes out towards the right as best you can. For some of you, like Tara, you've got great mobility through the ankle. You'll feel the knee roll out and now pull down while rotating that right foot out and then pull in. Again, kick back out. We're moving a little bit slower. You can always go a little bit quicker. Now rotate in, toes in towards midline of your mat. Hold down. Come back up through center, find a nice neutral foot, lift the chest, avoid collapsing, extend the leg out, rotate the toes to the right, pull down. You should feel it all through the inner edge of the knee, finding the stretch through the inner edge of the knee. Kick back out, rotate the big toe in towards the left. This should resonate through the IT and now pull down. Come back up through center. We'll do this one more time. So depending on how open you are, you might be shaking like a leaf like I am. That's fine. Flex the toes, find neutral, chest up, rotate the right toes out, pull down, squeezing onto that arm. Come back up through center, rotate the toes in, pull down. Again, eventually one day you'll have the inner edge of the foot parallel to the earth. Come back up through center. And then gently release. You can extend the leg and just get a little blood back in. So give it a little tap. So that knee should feel enlivened as we get the knee joint healthy. Bring the right shin now parallel with the front of your mat. Your left arm comes underneath your left knee. Your left hand grabs onto your right bicep. Your right hand grabs onto your left shoulder. Chest is broad. We'll move a little bit quicker just because we're not showing this part. So pull down, find that neutral, chest up. Now rotate the toes out towards the left. Yank and pull down, squeezing tightly. Inhale, back up through center. Find the neutral. Rotate the toes in, chest up. Now clamp down. We're doing this 3 times. Come back through center. Find the neutral, extend out. And now we'll rotate the toes out towards the left. Pull down. Back up through center. Rotate the toes in. Pull down. Tara, your mobility through your knees is incredible. Incredible. Inhale, come back up through center. Pull the toes out towards the left. Pull down. Last one, chest broad, lift up. Back up through center. And now we'll rotate the toes out towards the left. Pull down, clamp down onto that forearm. And release. Extend the leg out. A little tap, little tap, little tap, little tap. Cross forward, moving on to the shins. From here, we'll take a few cat and cows now to articulate into the spine. Take a deep breath in, hips stack over knees, shoulders stack over wrists. Exhale, everything out, tuck into the chin, hollow the belly, pull the spine up towards the sky. Inhale, send the heart forward through the window of the shoulders. Pushing down into the shins behind you, let that belly hang. Exhale again, exhale, 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 tuck into the chin. Gazing towards your navel. Inhale, heart forward and through. Last one, exhale. Hollow the belly. Inhale, heart forward and through. Belly drops to the earth. Come to a nice neutral spine. Now begin to spread the left fingertips wide, extend the right hand out in front of you. The bicep is in line with the ear. You're gazing down the tip of the nose. Now begin to extend the left leg. Left toes pulling down towards the ground. Make sure that left foot is flexed and engaged. And now hollow the belly, draw elbow to knee, meeting at the center of your belly. Extend it back out. Rolling your left elbow pit forward. Again, exhale, elbow to knee. Make connection, tuck into the chin. Extend it back out one last time. Exhale, elbow to knee. Make connection. Extend it back out. Lower just the left leg down to the earth. Swivel the left shin. We're moving into side plank variation. Rolling onto the left shin, left side. Reach the right leg back behind you. There we go. Right. So if you'd like to lift both legs off the mat like G has opted to do, you're more than welcome to do it. Hi, Jeannie, there you are. Gazing up towards those right fingertips. Planting that left hand down to the earth. Holding here. Pull the right knee into the chest. Nice and tight. Plant that right foot to the top of the mat. Come into high lunge, sweeping the right hand down, forward, all the way around. Beautiful. So remember, keep those legs on separate tracks, making sure that that back leg is strong. And we're on the opposite side. Switch it up, girlfriend. There we go. Good. Got it. Fingers, pinkies in, thumbs out, chest broad, belly in. Frame out that right foot. Step back to plank. Take a vinyasa. Your first vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Slide through. Exhale, push back. Downward facing. And from here, pedal it out. It's your first down dog, so making this pose your home. Anything you need to do to warm up the pose. One more breath. Softening the knees, move back into tabletop position. Slowly lowering onto the knees. Now begin to extend the right hand forward. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry, put the right one down. Left hand forward. Thanks, G. Planting that right hand firmly onto the earth. Now begin to extend the right leg back behind you. Gaze down the tip of the nose. Holding here. Big breath in. Exhale, hollow the belly. Tuck into the chin, drawing elbow to meet knee right at the center of the body. Send it back out. Extend. in, extend it back out. Last time, elbow to knee, draw in through the midline of the body. Extend it back out, reaching back out. Now I want you to lower the right onto your leg. Drop the right shin onto the earth. Pull the right towards the right side of the mat. Send the left leg back behind you. Reach that left hand up towards the sky. Side plank variation. Gazing up towards those left fingertips. Again, if you're feeling a little bit stronger and you'd like to add a little heat, you're more than welcome to take full Vashisthasana. Gaze up towards those fingertips. Push down through that right shoulder, right into the elbow, rolling that elbow forward. Pull the left knee into the chest. Now we're moving into high lunge. Land softly. Sweep the hands up towards the sky. Planting the feet. Remembering, if you're losing your balance, you have to separate the distance between the feet. Push down into that front knee. Draw the belly in, cinching through the belly. Hold here. One more breath. Frame out that left foot. Step back to plank. Take your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Slide through. Upward facing. Exhale. Hips up and back. Downward facing. Pedal it out. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Again, making this pose your home as mindful. Softening the knees, gently hop, step, or float to the front of the mat. Folding here, softly. Nice. Inhale, sweep the hands up towards the sky, all the way up. Palms press at the top. Gaze up, look up, go up. Come all the way back down. Forward fold, release. Inhale, look forward, flat back. If you have it, hop, step, float. 7:30 Monday night yoga. Take your vinyasa, building heat, embracing the humidity as though we were in the hot room. Drop the knees again. Find that tabletop position. Reach now the right hand forward. Kick the left leg back. And now begin to bend into that left knee. Swing the right leg back, right hand back behind you. Can you catch an inside grip on the foot? And once you have that inside grip, I want you to drive the pose home by kicking the leg back. Roll the right shoulder up. Kick a little bit more. Kick a little bit more. Kick a little bit more. Pull the belly in. Knit those ribs to protect the low back. Push down into the shin behind you. Gently releasing the right hand forward. Lower the left leg down to the earth. Moving into our second set, Vashisthasana. Swivel that left leg towards the left side of your mat. Send the right leg back behind you. Reach the right hand up towards the sky. Beautiful. Holding here. Remember, roll that left elbow pit forward. Gaze up towards the ceiling. Feel the chest expand and broaden. Pull the belly in. One more breath. Pull the right knee into the chest, coming back into low lunge, and then sweeping into high lunge. Rise up. Second set. Palms press at the top. Send the left hand forward, the right hand back. Now incorporating our twist. Other way, Tara. Yeah, there we go. Left hand forward, right hand back. Yep, that's it. Got it. Nothing wrong with that pose. It just was what we were calling for. Extend a little bit more. Draw the belly in. Make sure not to dip into that left leg. One more. Frame out the right foot. Swing that right leg back. Find a three-legged dog. Stacking hip on top of hip. Bend into the knee. Pull the kneecap up towards the ceiling. Lift that kneecap up. And now roll forward. Bring knee to nose. Make connection. Hollow out the belly. Roll forward. Tuck into the chin. Lift that belly higher. Send it back out. Stack hip on top of hip. Bend into the knee. Pull the kneecap up. And now bring your right foot to the inside of the right hand. Find warrior two. Drop the back foot parallel. Arms open up to T. Sweeping here. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Relax the jaw. Finding power in the peacefulness of the pose. One more breath. Cartwheel the hands down. Step back to plank. Take your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Slide through. Exhale. And back. Downward facing. Find again that tabletop position. Holding here. Reaching now the left hand forward. Extend the right leg back behind you. So I want you to think of that right leg as an arrow that's being shot. So you're being extended into these two opposing directions. Now bending into the right knee, catch an inside grip on that right foot with the left hand. Now begin to roll that left shoulder back. Point the toes up towards the ceiling and kick. Darlene, if you flip the grip, it will help. So you want a pinky side, big toe side on that foot. Yeah, I'm sorry, unless I am seeing incorrectly. Then completely disregard me. Kick a little bit more. Let that shoulder roll back. Pull the belly in, protecting the spine throughout your back bend. Gently release. Lowering the right leg down onto the earth. Swivel that right shin. Find side plank. Vashisthasana. Opposite. There we go. Reaching the left hand up towards the sky. Nice, Jeannie. Good. Gaze up. Look up. Ange, can you walk that right hand in a little bit more so it's in line with your right knee? Yeah, there. You'll find that stability right there. Perfect. Lift up a little bit more. Chest up. Now pull left knee into the chest. We're coming into the high lunge, landing that left foot onto the earth. Sweep the hands up towards the sky. It's meant to challenge the balance. So if you're finding you're having a little difficulty, that's fine. It's meant to do that. Now the twist. Right hand forward, left hand peels open towards the back wall. So palms always face in the direction of the chest. The thumbs are up. Notice if you dip or lower into that right hip, energize that right hip up and out. Cartwheel the hands down. Sweep that left leg up and back. Find the three-legged dog, stacking hip on top of hip. Bend into the knee. Pull the kneecap up towards the ceiling. Lift that kneecap up. Bring knee to nose. Hollow out the belly. Roll forward. Make connection. Tuck into the chin. Hollow the belly. Send it back out. Stack hip on top of hip. And now find warrior two. Bring that left foot to the inside of the left hand. Dropping the back foot parallel. Arms open up to T. Sweeping the hands in opposite directions. Gaze down the tips of those left fingertips. Squeeze the fingertips together as though you're carrying a sword. Drawing energy from the root all the way to the crown. The jaw is soft and relaxed. There is peace and power in this pose. Cartwheel the hands down. Take your vinyasa. Lower knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga, taking any variation that calls to you. Heart forward. Exhale, push back. So now we're going to move into a hovering tabletop. Lower the knees an inch above the earth. To make this pose accessible, pull the belly up and in, find that hollowing. If you need a little side view, the video is right here. Again, you're hovering the knees an inch above the earth. Gaze down the tip of the nose. Thumb and index finger sealing to the mat. Energize up and out of the wrist so that you're not collapsing into the wrist. Can you think light? You are as light as a feather on those toes. One more breath. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Drop the knees, now move into puppy pose. Walk the hands forward, lowering onto the forearms, lowering onto the triceps, lowering onto the third eye. Make sure those hips remain stacked over the knees. Take a little inventory. Make sure your feet aren't touching, that they are equidistant, they are separated, maintaining their own space. Let the belly hang. I like that word much better. Let the belly hang. Let the body soften. Find that sensation between the shoulder blades. Slide the hands back. Push up and back, downward facing. Pedal it out. Right leg reaches up towards the sky. Stack hip on top of hip. Bend into the knee. Pull the kneecap up towards the ceiling. Bring the right foot to the inside of the right hand. Again, find warrior two, your second set. Drop the back foot. Seal the outer edge of that foot to the mat. Take up as much space as you can with this pose. This is where we're going to open the hip as well as strengthen the hip. Now, I want you to imagine you're dragging your front foot towards your back arch and dragging your back foot towards your front heel. This convergence of energy will pull up right through the core body, make you taller, make you stronger. Swing into high lunge. Sweep that left hand down, forward, all the way around. Find the twist, left hand forward, right hand back. Open up the chest. Now drop the right hand to the right hip. We're moving into Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana, dropping the left fingertips in front of those right toes. Tip the weight forward and up. Lifting that left leg off the mat. Hips remain square. You're spiraling the chest towards the right side of the room. And when you're ready, reach the right hand up towards the sky. Holding here. One more breath. Float, left foot to meet right. Feet to touch. Bend the knees, abdomen to thigh connection. Good, nice balance today. Scoop up the heels from behind, moving into Padahastasana from behind. I haven't done this in a while. Love this pose. Let the head drop, let it hang. 8 pounds of weight tractioning into your neck, into your upper spine, into your lower spine. And now begin to pull the hips up towards the sky, while you simultaneously roll the ribs down towards the knees. One more breath. Squeeze those forearms tightly. Gently release. Look forward, flat back. Exhale, hop, step, float. Bring fire to your chaturanga. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Slide through. Exhale, hips up and back, downward facing. Finding your hovering tabletop. Drop the knees an inch above the earth. If you need to shorten the stance, you're more than welcome to walk those hands back, rolling your elbow pits forward. Hollow the belly. You should feel a little bit of work here. Not only are you opening up the toes, getting a stretch through the Achilles, but you're engaging the core body. Lower the knees down to the earth. Find puppy. Walk the hands forward. Third eye to the mat, chin to the mat. Pressing the palms down into the earth. Letting the belly hang. Deepening every time into the back bend. One more breath. Walk the hands back. Tuck the toes. Find your down dog. We move into the next side. Left heel reaches up towards the sky. Stack hip on top of hip. Bend into the knee. Pull that kneecap up towards the ceiling. Bring the left foot to the inside of the left hand. Find warrior two. Again, remember, you're pulling that right foot, engaging that right foot to draw back towards your back arch, and then pulling that back foot towards your front heel. The convergence of energy right through the midline as you sink deeper into that front knee, rotating that left knee out. Swing into high lunge, roll onto the ball of the back foot, come all the way up. Find the twist, right hand forward, left hand back, chest opens. Beautiful. Other way, Scotty. Yes. Perfect. Good. Now we're moving into Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana. So revolved half moon. Left hand grabs onto the left hip. Right fingertips drop in front of those left toes. Tip the weight forward. You want the body and the leg in one line, parallel to the earth. And now spiral the chest towards the left side of the room. And when you're ready, reach that left hand up towards the sky. Chest broad, holding here. One more. Float the right foot to meet the left. Scoop up the heels from behind. Second set, Padahastasana from behind. Bend the knees, abdomen to thigh connection. Get that firm grip. Remember, your thumbs are a part of the pose. And when you're ready, on the exhale, hips rise, belly falls towards the knees. Let the head go. Let the head go. Let the head go. One more breath. Gently release. Inhale, look forward, flat back. Hop, step, float. If you're hopping, you're landing softly on that bent elbow. If you're stepping back, choose the variation that the body requires, is asking for. Press back, downward facing. Beautiful. And through the nose. Out through the nose. Let's move a little bit quicker. Right heel reaches up towards the sky. Stack hip on top of hip. Bend into the knee. Bring the right foot to the inside of the right hand. Warrior two. Drop the back foot parallel. Arms open up to T. Sink deeper into that front knee. Drop the left hand now down the left thigh. Reach the right hand up towards the sky. Peaceful. Sweep all the way back into high lunge. You've been here before. Allow the muscle memory to be the roadmap. Twist, left hand forward, right hand back. Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana. Maybe this time keeping that right hand reaching up towards the ceiling as you lift the left leg up towards the sky. Good, G. Find that rotation. Here, if you own it, if you have the bind, you're going to bend into that left leg and with the right hand catch an inside grip on the foot. So Jeannie, switch the arms. So drop your left arm to the earth, reach the right arm up towards the sky. Yeah, there we go. So we've got the revolve, the twist. That's it. Nailed it. One more breath. If you took the bind, gently release. Lowering now into lizard pose, land soft as a mouse onto the ball of the back foot. And from here, rock back and forth, back and forth. Pedal it out. Moving into our next side plank. Left hand pressing down into the earth. Rotate your right toes out. Nope, not yet. We're moving into the lizard variation. Rotate your right toes out towards the right side of your mat. And now begin to roll onto the left side of your foot. Plug the right hip back. And then reach the right hand up towards the sky. There we go. Again, if you'd like a little visual, I'll give it to you right here. This is a nice way to get deeper into the outer edge of that hip point. Find a little more rotation. One more breath. Spin the chest. Lower the right hand down to the earth. Step the right leg back. Take your vinyasa. Knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Slide through. Exhale. Hips up and back. Downward facing. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Left heel reaches up towards the sky. Again, we're moving a little bit quicker because we've been here before. Bring left foot to the inside of the left hand. Find warrior two, arms open. Find peaceful, right hand down the right leg, left hand reaching up towards the sky. Find high lunge, roll onto the ball of the back foot, sweep that right hand up and down. Now find the twist, right hand forward, left hand back. Now left hand grabs onto the hip. Unless you want the deeper variation, drop the right fingertips in front of those left toes, lifting the right leg off the mat. Find the rotation. Flex those right toes down towards the ground. And if you have the bind, go for the bind. Bend into that right knee and catch an inside grip with the left hand. Twisting here. One more breath. Oh, I love Nick Mulvey. I didn't know this was him. Gently release. Land into lizard pose softly onto the ball of the back foot. Remembering both arms are inside of that left leg. And from here, just rock it out. Make this pose your home. Make it comfortable. Now pressing into those right fingertips. Roll the left toes towards the left side of your mat, allowing that knee to sink away from the body towards the earth, and then roll onto the outer edge of that right foot. Reach the left hand up towards the sky. Again, I'll give you another little peek if you're not quite sure where we are. Gianna's got it. Notice how right here the ankle is strong. We're not collapsing into the ankle point. We're keeping that ankle nice and strong. Now I want you to pull that left hip back towards the right side of your mat. There we go, so that you get that really nice outer hip stretch. Plant the left hand down to the earth, rotate the toes back to the front of your mat. Step back to plank, take your vinyasa, knees, chest, chin, or chaturanga. Slide through. Exhale, push back. Downward facing. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Roll into plank pose and slowly lower all the way onto the belly. So let's do a little spine strengthening. Right into cobra pose, tops of feet pressing into the mat. Barely any weight in the hands. Again, I want the spine to do the work. I don't want the hands to do the work. You've got strong biceps already. Now let's focus on those spine muscles. Chest forward, belly long, chin parallel to chest. Lift the heart up a little bit more. And now gently release down. I want you to bring your right arm parallel with the front edge of your mat. Parallel with the front edge of your mat. Bend, yeah. And now I want you to bend into the right knee. With your left hand, reach back and grab an outside grip on the right foot. Again, use that right forearm to prop your chest up. Gianna is already in it. Once you find that foot, you're going to begin to kick back. Again, use that right forearm to help stabilize you as you kick. Point the right toes up towards the sky. Let the left shoulder roll back. Find another little kick. Go a little bit further. Maybe this time dropping the head back. One day your toes will meet your crown. It doesn't have to be today. And gently release. Lower back down. Any tension through the spine, bend up the knees and windshield wiper the feet from side to side. But slowly. It's not a hurricane. We're not in hurricane season just yet. Actually, we are. August will be fun. Lower the legs down onto the earth. And now parallel your left forearm with the front of the mat. Bend up the left knee, and with the right hand, catch an outside grip on the foot. And now begin to kick. Driving that kick. So not only opening up the hip, but opening up that right shoulder as well. Kick a little bit more. Kick a little bit higher. Kick a little bit more. Maybe even dropping the head back so that the toes can one day touch the top of your head. Kick a little bit more. And gently release. Low down. Again, any tension through the low back, bend up the knees, bend up the feet, and gently windshield wiper from side to side. Good. Stopping in the middle, bend up both knees. Reach back, catch the feet, outer edges of the feet. We're gonna move into upward facing bow, Urdhva Dhanurasana. Now here's a fun little mod if you'd like to take it. We did crisscross for the first set. If you would like to cross at the wrists, this is the more advanced variation. You're more than welcome to take it. So the left hand would grab the outside on the right foot, and then the right hand would grab the outside on the left foot. Got it?
Yeah.
Got it. Yep, perfect. So wherever you're at right now, take a deep breath in. Inhale, kick, rise up, lift up. So that's the ankle variation, which is perfect. The other variation is the wrists. Yeah. Okay, that works. Kick up, higher up, look up. Avoid the rocking. I want you to rise up, using the kick through the glute, through the low back, everything lifting you off the mat. Don't forget to breathe. Relax the jaw, smile, gaze up towards the ceiling. Let the eyes be the guide. Kick a little bit more, kick a little bit higher. A little bit more. Yes, and kick, 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 kick. Release all the way down. Beautiful. Bend up the knees again, relieving any tension through the low back. Windshield wipering the legs from side to side, whatever feels nice. We're going to move into a second set. Bend at the knees. Catch an outside grip on the ankles. Again, if you'd like to come into the cross arm variation, the left hand will grab the outside edge on the right foot, and then the right hand will grab the outside edge on the left foot. Nope, that's the wrong foot. Yeah, there we go. Good. So if you have this variation, I'm going to provide a little. I'm trying to figure out Gianna's arms right now. If you have your variation, exhale everything out. Inhale. Cross the ankles. Do the cross ankle. The shoulder's not there tonight. Kick up. Lift up. Higher up. Point the toes up. Can you get the thighs a little bit higher off the mat? A little bit more off the mat. Chest up. Further up. More up. More up. Go up. Kick up. Yes, Darlene. Higher. More. Work the toes to the crown. One more breath. Gently release. Lower down. Beautiful. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Bend up the knees again. Any tension through the low back. So I want to show the demonstration where you just lift the legs to drive the pose. Find the hands. Push back. Find child's pose. We're going to move into one last set of Urdhva Dhanuras, but I'm going to have Gianna demonstrate. So come to sit up just so that you can take a little peek. Oftentimes, we move into that pose by trying to bring everything off of the mat. I'd like to, for the last pose, see how much height we can get by first invigorating the legs, lifting just through the kick of the legs, and then drawing the chest out. So back, and just take the regular variation. So she's going to demonstrate. She's going to catch the outside grip on the feet. She's going to lower her chest down, gently relax the chest down, and it's just going to be the kick of the legs. That's going to draw up. And then from there, then she's going to lift the chest. And it's nice to have Gumby as my model. Come on down. There we go. You're going to sit this one out. Yeah. So come back onto the belly. Your focus for this very last set. And I assure you, you will get height and distance and space that you have never experienced before by focusing first on lifting just and kicking through the legs. So forget about the chest for right now. Grab onto the feet, outside edges of the feet. Let the chin rest onto the mat. Exhale everything out. Inhale, just kick through the feet and lift the thighs off the mat. Just the feet, just the feet. Kick a little bit more, take it max, take it max. Now chest rises. Up, lift up, chest up, higher up. And you gained like 4 inches. Higher up, go up. So close to getting those toes. Tara, same thing. The gap between your feet and your crown is so much smaller. Higher up, more up, chest up, go up. Jeannie, that's beautiful. Lift, lift, lift. Release all the way down. Again, bend up the knees, windshield wiper the legs from side to side. So the reason why I did that is because when we move through a back bend, when you use the legs to drive the pose unfolds itself infinitely. So in your back bends, remember your legs are super important. So again, as you drove the pose with just the legs, the glutes and the lower back, your poses, all of you, became so expansively much deeper. Yeah? Did everyone experience that? Thumbs up? Yes, great, thank you. All right, push back to child. Yes, good, yeah. So it goes the same for camel pose as well. Any back bend requires legs. The more you incorporate the legs, the deeper and safer the back bend. Find child's pose, rock it out, maybe give yourself little taps along the back. That was super invigorating to see everyone's little back bend just go whoop. I love teaching yoga. Slide the nose and the chest along the mat. Find cobra pose and then push back to your downward facing. And then we're going to pedal it out. Bend one knee, bend another, sway the hips from side to side, back and forth, back and forth. In through the nose, out through the nose. Reach the right heel up towards the sky. Back hip on top of hip, bend into the knee. Pull that kneecap up towards the ceiling. Bring knee to nose, hollow out the belly, roll forward, make connection. Send it back out, stack hip on top of hip, bend into the knee. Flip the dog if you own it. You are now warm enough, just being mindful of things around you. Chest up, further up, allowing that right arm to bypass the ear and point aimlessly, effortlessly towards the front of your mat. One more breath. Flip back over. Bring the right foot to the inside of the right hand. Find warrior two, our last warrior two. Find peaceful, right hand down the right leg. Warrior two, warrior two. Scott, next pose. Warrior two. Yeah, there we go. We'll get to the lunge, I promise. Reaching that right hand up and over. Pull the belly in, knit those ribs in tightly. And now come into high lunge. Sweep the hands up towards the sky. Hands slide through heart. Let's find our deepest twist. Dropping left elbow outside of the right knee. Moving into the D rotation. Keep the breath strong. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Now I'm going to offer here, you can remain in the twist, and from here, you're going to tip the weight forward, extend through that right leg, and lift the left leg off the mat while still in prayer twist. If that's not your variation, then dropping those left fingertips in front of the right toes, moving into our last Parvrita Ardha Chandrasana. Nice, Darlene. So you're going to tip forward, keep the bind. Keep the bind. Yes, yeah. So that, there it is. Good. It's going to be a little tricky. Yeah, that's where I want to take you. One more breath. Land again into lizard pose, softly onto the mat. Rock back and forth, back and forth. Both hands inside of that right leg. Walk the right foot out to the side to accommodate the upper body. And when you're ready, drop the knee down to the earth. Untuck the toes. Rotate now your right toes out on a 45-degree angle. Make sure to push down into big toe as you bring the right hand to the inner thigh and gently push the knee away from the side body. So again, from the side camera, keeping the big toe down on the earth will avoid the sickling of the ankle. So this might feel really, really nice, but it sickles into the ankle and destabilizes the ankle. So you really want to push down into that big toe. It also creates resistance so that you can get a little bit of a deeper stretch. Also, I hound about this. We love to bring the hand to the inner edge of the knee, but I want the hand right into the inner thigh where the quadricep ties into the hip point so that you can physically maneuver the muscle and get the deepest external rotation. And one more rotation, one more twist. One more breath. Come back through center. Rotate the right toes, drop the right hand inside of that right foot. Swivel the left leg towards the back edge of your mat, moving into side plank. Yeah, if you have full side plank, again, you are more than welcome to take that variation. So we're on side plank on the left. Gaze up towards those right fingertips up towards the ceiling. Look up, gaze up, higher up. Now we're moving into the back bend through here. Lift the right leg off of the left or off of the floor. Bend into the knee, and with that right hand, catch an outside grip on the foot and begin to kick. Good. So drop the knee. Yeah, take the bend, drop the knee.
But I said this foot was sliding on me.
Oh. Pull the toes towards the crown. Point those toes like ballerina toes. Push into the shin beneath you. Kick a little bit more. Let the belly draw forward. Avoid collapsing into that right hip. Push that right hip forward. More. Like, leave me alone. One more breath. Gently release that right leg. Pull it forward. Now move into half split. Bringing that right foot forward and through the window of the hands. Pull the right toes towards the nose. Nice flat back. For those of you who have the full split, are working on it, you're more than welcome to take it. We should be warm at this point. Wherever you are, keeping the breath steady in through the nose. If you're working into full split, just be mindful that the shoulders aren't collapsing. You want the shoulders broad. Good. Chest broad. Holding here. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Full split. Begin to meet half split. Tucking those back toes, walking that leg forward. And now we're going to move into Trianga Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana, my favorite pose ever. Drop the left hip inside of the left heel. You all need to know how to spell it. So sit the way back. Your left heel is on the outer edge of your left hip point. You're flexing the right toes. Bring the left hand into that left hip point. I'll join you because it is my favorite pose. And then gently relax that right hip down to the earth. Flex the right toes back towards the nose. Let's see if this works. There we go. Look at that. So again, push down, flex the right toes, lift the chest up, and now begin to fold, walking the hands forward. So this goes back into that knee articulation that we had worked with when we started class. A half hero's pose. Any pain, any strain, you always have the option to bring that left foot to the inner edge of the right thigh. Sink a little bit deeper. One more breath. Walk the hands back, come all the way up to sit. And now we'll move into Crown Chasana. Again, going back to that articulation through the knee. You're remaining here, bend up the right leg. The right foot is on the earth. You're going to interlock the fingers, catching around the shin to start. Sit the weight back, lift the foot. My foot does not very well. If you have the next variation, you're then going to work that interlocked finger around the heel and then begin to kick. So remembering that it is Crown Chasana and not Krutchiasana. Chest broad. One day bringing your shin to your nose. Not your nose to your shin to your nose. Sit taller here. Holding here. One more breath. Gently release down, lowering down. Extend the right leg forward, tip the weight forward, frame out that right foot. And then step back to plank. Pedal back to down dog. Pedal it out. Notice how that left knee joint might feel a little bit funky. That's fine. Get blood back into that joint. No pain, no strain. In through the nose. Out through the nose. Left heel reaches up towards the sky. We're moving into the next side. Stack hip on top of hip, bend into the knee, pull the kneecap up towards the ceiling, lift that kneecap up. And if you have the flip, take the flip. Landing soft, chest broad, chest up. Pointing the fingertips towards the front edge of the mat. Lift the heart, lift the heart, lift the heart. Flip back over. Bring the left foot to the inside of the left hand. Find warrior two. Drop the back foot parallel. Arms unveil. Right hand down the right leg. Reach the left hand up and over. Find peaceful. If you took that bind, you're more than welcome to take it now. And now we roll into high lunge. Sweeping that right hand down, forward all the way around. Hand slide through heart center. Drop the right elbow outside of the right knee. Find rotation. Now you can stay here. Excuse me, you can't stay here. We're moving forward. Tip the weight forward. You can keep the bind. So if you have that prayer bind, you're going to tip forward, lift the right leg up, and move into the variation of Parvrita Ardha. Play with that balance. Good. You went for it. Or move into right hand in front of the left toes, left hand up towards the sky. Rotate. There it is, Jane. There it is. Good.
My ankles are like so flimsy.
Good. Good, and you're right there. That looks beautiful. One more breath. Nice, Darlene. Good. So I love when students fall out of poses because it means they're pushing that pose to some place that they didn't know they had. Nice. Land softly into lizard pose. Good. Again, make this pose your home. Drop the back knee down to the earth. Untuck the toes. And begin to sink into the pose. Holding here. In through the nose. Out through the nose. We're going to find the stretch now through the inner and outer hip. Rotate the left toes out on a 45-degree angle. Now bring the left hand to the inner thigh, high to the groin, and gently push that knee away from the body. If you have more open hips, you're more than welcome to lower onto the right forearm. I find that variation is really nice. And spin the chest, spin the chest, spin the chest. Come back through center. Lower the left hand inside of the foot, rotate the toes. And now we're moving into our last side plank. Rotate the right foot out, right shin out. Stack the left foot on top. Again, you're more than welcome to take the full variation, the lifted variation, or you can keep that knee dropped. Just remembering we're coming into the back bend. Gaze up towards those left fingertips. Lift the left leg off the right. Bend into the knee, catch an outside grip on the foot, and then begin to kick.
Really go.
That's like Talib's favorite pose.
Really?
Yeah, he would do it all the time. Kick a little bit more. Those toes one day will touch the top of your head. Now gently release, pull that left leg forward and through into the half split. Landing softly, left toes towards the nose. And again, full split, you are more than welcome to enter into it. Remembering those of you in that full split, keep the chest broad. So Ange, if you need a little more stability, you can still walk the hands forward, just avoid collapsing, turtle shelling. Yeah, that's it, and just keep the chest broad, yeah. Yeah, I'd rather you have more support than suspended midair, but just avoid that. Yeah, perfect, good. One more breath. In through the nose, out through the nose. Full split, work your way back, meeting half split. And now we all move into Trianga. Draw the weight back, drop the right hip inside of the right heel. Trianga Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. It's my favorite. Right?
I know it is.
So is Ekapada Rajakapatasana. Pigeon.
I can feel the joy in your voice.
Oh my God. Trianga Mukha Ekapada Paschimottanasana. Chest broad. Again, bring the right hand into that right hip point and gently coax that right hip down to the earth. So no popping, no pain, no strain, just a little extra love right to that hip. And now chest broad, throat open, begin to fold, walk the hands forward. So instead of going right for the gold, I'd rather you build to the gold, which is the foot. Let the head drop. Flex those left toes. Jeannie, that side is so much tighter. That hamstring is like, the right side looked great. And this looks great too. Just funny how both sides are so different. Yeah. Holding. Using the breath in through the nose. Out through the nose. Moving into Crown Chasana, walk the hands back. Place the left foot onto the earth, bend at the knee. Interlock fingers, grasping at the shin. Chest broad, lift the heart, roll the shoulders back, pull the knee into the chest. Lift the heel. This is where you start. And if you have the deeper variation, walk the hands down, clasping, again, basket weave underneath the heel, and kick. Point the toes. There we go, yeah. So we want to point the toe to find that hip opening. Now, it's less hamstring, it's more hip complex. And now bring your shin to your nose. Point those toes. Like a ballerina, like an arrow. Good, Scott. So stay right there and just keep the chest broad and distribute the weight back into your seat. Yeah, yeah. Lifting that left heel off the earth as best you can. One more breath. Gently release down, lower down. Bend the knee and then step the left foot back. Push back to downward facing, pedal it out. Bend one knee, bend another, sway the hips from side to side, back and forth, back and forth. Woo.
I know, I
Woo.
was like,
So many cracks. Open up the hands, mats with distance. Cross dominant ankle over less. Little baby hop step, float right through the window of the hands onto your seat. Land softly. Beautiful. Good. Pull the knees into your chest. Roll all the way down. Give yourself a big hug. And giving yourself that hug, rocking from side to side, making little circles. If you'd like to, Gianna's just extended her legs. You're more than welcome to take that, whatever feels nice for the body. Rock all the way up. We're going to close with full lotus, full or half lotus. We did knee articulation. We warmed up the knees. We played with the knees. So now we're going to move through a closing pose. If you have full lotus, you're more than welcome to take it. I do not. Good for you. I'm going to parallel my right shin with the front of my mat. I'll take my right leg, right ankle into my left hip. Oh my goodness. And then gently release that right knee down to the earth. Again, if this is not accessible, then maybe you're bringing the foot to the calf, maybe you're bringing the foot to the top of the knee, or maybe you're just crossing the ankles. I'm always amazed by people who have lotuses. It is not my strong point. Chest lifts up, bring your right arm behind the back. Maybe you're able to find the toes or just hook the back of the fingers into the hip crease. Then bring your left hand behind the back into the hip crease. The chest is broad, the throat opens. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Release the hands up towards the sky. Release the right leg. If you are in full lotus, you're now moving with the left foot on top. Everyone else in the half lotus are at a lotus. Half lotus, left leg is now in the right hip point. You'll bring your left arm behind the back. Fingertips into the hip crease. Right hand crosses over behind the back. Again, fingers in hip crease. The goal is to one day grab onto each of your toes so that you are completing the circle. Chest is broad. Throat is open. Exhale, bow the head, fold. Inhale, come all the way back up. Sweep the hands up towards the sky again, finding that nice little stretch. Release the hands, the feet, excuse me. Extend the legs, give the knees again another nice little tap. And then find your comfortable seat as we close class together, moving into the master pose. Jeannie, what beach are you on?
I'm at Sailor's Haven right now.
Oh, good for you. You're on Fire Island. Is it beautiful there?
Yeah, the sunset's so nice.
Lord. Well, thank you for sharing it with us.
Thank you.
All right, everyone find a nice, comfortable seat. Sit tall. Bring hands to heart center. Thumbs unite with the midline. All beautiful things are manifested by thought. You create the reality in which you operate. So may your thoughts be kind. May your intentions be powerful. May they light up the world. Inhale, lift the heart. Bow the head. Thank you for being here with me. Thank you for sharing this time, this space, your time with me. It is an honor and a blessing. The light in me honors and bows to the light within you. Namaste. Lay back while we find Shavasana. So again, sit back, lay back, get comfortable, take up as much space as you want, as you need. I'll be turning off your cameras. Remembering you're exactly where you need to be. You are not missing out. You are not left behind. This is your space. This is your time. We are all united by one thread. And when you're quiet enough, you can feel its vibrations in the air. Our connections. The truth of the world that surrounds us. It's beautiful and infinite when we are united.